Hey everybody, this is KennedyHawk from the Marvel Champions Monthly Fan Podcast team. We're going to continue our playing all the cards things for 2021 Marvel Champions Edition. We are going to try to play all the heroes with all the different aspects and play each hero against each villain. Not necessarily each aspect against each villain, because that ends up being, 600 to 700 games, which might be a little too much to try to record and play all those games in 1 year. So instead, it's going to be a sweet play each hero against each villain and make sure I've used each aspect at least once as I go through that gauntlet. So today we have Peter Parker / Spider-Man leadership going up against Absorbing Man, and I don't even know what this modular set is, so that's kind of exciting. We are going to get our open environment. It looks like we are playing against Scorpion. How exciting. So I guess I do know what the modular set is now, and it is not one that I like. I mean, it's one that I like, but it's not one that Spider-Man likes. All right, so perfect. That is the exact thing we want him to start with, just the healing one if we decide that we are not going to defend. All right, drawing our opening hand here. We're going to see what happens. We did not draw any allies. I do like having Aunt May. I do like having web shooters, but the rest of this is useless until I get an ally. So you can see already we're kind of going that Voltron route, trying to get a ton of allies out there and put a bunch of upgrades on them so that they do really cool stuff. We'll see how that works out. All right, we are going to begin by being a scientist and science away some web shooters. Put those on Spider-Man's hands because thematic play on the playmat is the best kind of use of your playmat. Next, we will use Aunt May to generate some more web shooters. So Aunt May is basically just a replacement for science. How cool. We're going to flip to Spidey form. We're going to thwart for 1. So that'll bring this down to... Oh, I guess this thing needs to flip and get 2 threat on it. Thwart for 1 is what I'm trying to say. We are going to play Ant-Man with 2 counters on him. And we'll also recruit our friend over here, Spider-Girl. Not Spider-Girl. Squirrel Girl. I almost can read these cards. That's an aggression card. She's going to ping everything for 1. How does that feel? Feels great. Ant-Man's going to go ahead and get rid of that super absorbing power. We do not need to deal with that. And Squirrel Girl will go ahead and hit Absorbing Man for 1. So we've done a little bit of damage to him from Squirrel Girl and her punch, and we'll see where things go from there. Drawing 5 cards. No swinging web kick. What I like to do against Absorbing Man is just spam those swinging web kicks with Spider-Man, but it's not happening today. We are going to reach our ally limit real fast, though, so I guess it doesn't matter that characters are going to die. He is going to get a threat. He's going to get a delay counter. He's going to come swinging at me for 2. So first I draw a card. It's a backflip, so I'm not going to defend. I'll just let him heal the 1. So it ends up just being 2. I'm not even going to backflip that. Doesn't make me feel bad at all. How have I taken damage? I haven't taken damage yet, right? Okay, I feel better now. So I took my 2 damage. He's going to heal 1 from an undefended attack. We get 1 encounter card here, which is Omnimorph. So good thing we got rid of that other thing. It's just going to trigger Stone, which is going to give him a face-down boost card for next turn. So next turn we will probably be defending. All right, let's see what we can do here now. Let's pay 1, 2 for a Black Cat. I'm going to have to do her forced response here and discard the top 2 cards of my deck. Neither of them have mental resources. What a bummer. But they're also not allies, so I don't really mind losing out on them. We are going to pay with a web shooter and a webbed up for a team training over here. Put that in our teamwork panel. All these guys are going to stick around for another round now, which I love. We're going to swing for 2, 2, 1, 1. It's a total of 6 damage. Everybody gets a damage except Black Cat and Spidey. So everybody's still alive because we played team training support. All right, drawing 4 cards. He's going to get a threat and one of those horrible delay counters. He is going to come swinging at us for 2 plus 2 boost cards. First, let's draw our card from Spider Senses. Again, we're going to let him heal 1 and not defend because we've got this backflip. So 2, 3, 4. Let's backflip out of that one. So we take none. He heals 1. Next, a Surge, and we are going to change the effect. So this effect now places threat on the main scheme. And we get a Surge here, which is a Tail Sweep. Scorpion will attack your hero. If he can't, you become stunned. What a stunning turn of events. Alright, well now it looks like it's to the point where I need to lose some allies so that I can play Iron Man. So let's get that over with. First, let's clear stunned. Then, let's use our web shooters, along with Honorary Avenger and Spider Tracer to play Iron Man. But first, we're going to attack with Squirrel Girl and get rid of her. Alright, so Iron Man comes out here. What a boy. He is a 2-2 with 4 health currently because of team training. And upgrades are cost 1 less on him. They're not free. There could be a 2-cost upgrade someday, but there isn't yet. So we'll play a reinforced suit on him. So he now has 6 points of health. So he is just going to be around forever. We've already don't move my deck. We've already cleared stun. Let's have Black Cat ping for 1. Let's have Ant-Man hit for 1 and off himself. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya, Ant-Man. And Iron Man, what do you want to do? I think you want to hit for 2 as well. Let's just get that health really low on Absorbing Man. Alright, so readying everybody up. Iron Man needs to take a consequential damage. All this stuff gets to stay out, and we get to draw 4 cards. We do have a backflip again, so that's great. This probably is actually at 4 counters. I've stopped counting. We'll just assume it's 4, because that would be worse. He's going to swing at us for 2 plus something, and he places threat if we don't defend. We're not going to defend because we have 1 backflip already. So 2, 3, 4. We're just going to take that one. He'll place a threat on the main scheme. And then we've got a Steel Kick. We are in hero form, so we're going to take 3 indirect damage. I'm going to put 1 on Black Cat and 2 on Spidey. And here we go. We need to end this game. We need to end it now. So what are we going to do? First, we're going to attack as Spider-Man, punch, punch. Next, we're going to attack as Iron Man, punch, punch. That's going to set this guy off and give us 16 hit points on the next form of Absorbing Man. So how low can we go? Black Cat's going to hit for 1, obvious. We are going to pay 1, 2, 3 for a swinging web kick for 8. It's going to hit him down to 7. We've got some choices here now. We can't get everybody out, so I think what I'm going to do is play Stinger for this turn, who's going to hit for 1. And we will hold on to backflip for the villain phase. Alright, so we're drawing 3 cards. He's going to get a threat and his 5th delay counter. That's a big deal for people counting out there. He is going to attack us, and he has the ice trait, so he is now going to place a threat on the main scheme after he activates, which is rough. So he's attacking us for 3 plus a boost. Let's draw our card. We do have our backflip, so we're not going to do anything. We'll just let him place the 2 threat. It'll end up being 3 threat. We'll defend with Stinger. Perfect. So Stinger is dead. He does place 1 threat from his inherent ability, and we've got 1 encounter card coming out here. So our encounter card is a mess of things. Good thing no one is stunned, and good thing it is our turn next, because we can end him with a swinging web kick, which is probably my favorite Spider-Man card of all time. Swinging all over the board. We're going to hit him for 8. Bingo bango. Absorbing Man down with Spider-Man leadership. So let me get another deck pulled in here, and we'll continue playing Spider-Man. Alright, next up in our Spider Gauntlet, we are going to go Spider-Man Protection against Expert Rhino. Again, we don't know the modular set, so we're going to learn that as we go. Alright, we need thwarting, and we did not get thwarting. So we're going to discard a lot of stuff. Looking for some thwart potential. I hate throwing away web kicks. And we get nothing. We get nothing out of this. So that's pretty bad. Alright, let's go. Let's get some resources out there for our eventual drawing of Nova. Use Spidey's ability to make some pew-pews. We'll use Preemptive Strike to play Unflappable, and we are going to flip to hero form. So that is it for that turn. We're going to draw 4 cards. He is going to attack us. We're going to draw a card. I'm not going to defend because I have a backflip. So he's swinging for 3, just 3. We'll backflip that. Now we get 2 encounter cards. Oh, when I flipped, I wanted to thwart for 1. Let's not forget that. Okay. We get 2 encounter cards. First, he is tough. Who would have thought he has tough skin? Next is an enhanced ivory horn. So good thing we have this other backflip in our hand because we are going to need it. Again, no threat removal. We did have that one Luke Cage. Apparently we should have played him real early on. Let's play an energy barrier. And like we're not even having to spend our resources yet, but let's play an Indomitable, and we are going to thwart for 1 again because things are looking really ugly. Readying up, we're going to draw 4 cards. No thwarting again. We've got like 6 allies in this deck, and we're halfway through it. The only card that could thwart we've seen so far is Luke Cage. Wow. He gets a threat. He's going to come swinging at us, and we draw a card. Again, we're not going to defend because we've got backflip. So 4, 5, another good reason to backflip. We get 2 encounter cards again. So the first one is an armored suit. Rhino is just suiting up over here. The second one is an obligation. We are going to have to flip and exhaust. That stinks. All right, it's our go. Let's make yet another web shooter in our life of infinite web shooters. Going to flip to hero form. We're going to use those 2 web shooters to play Black Cat. I don't think she's honestly going to get us anything mental resource-wise, because our deck, oh, she did, is just loaded with energy resources. All right, let's use some of those energy resources to play electrostatic armor. Black Cat's sadly going to have to thwart for 1 because I am so sick of breaking and taking. I can't even describe it. We don't have any fancy shenanigans this turn for defending. I am going to also play a second copy of Indomitable just so we've got everything ready for whenever we need it. And we're drawing 4 cards. So he's going to get a threat. He's going to attack us for 4 plus something. We're going to draw a card. It's not going to be a backflip. They're both in our discard. So we're going to defend for 3 defense. So he is hitting us for 5. We can electrostatic 1 arm. Not electrostatic armor. We can energy barrier his tough away. So we will only take 1 of that 5. And I guess that doesn't hit tough away. I guess toughs, yeah, status cards have priority, so it'll hit tough away. Electrostatic armor will put 1 onto his armored vest. We get 1 encounter card only this turn, and it's charge. So, Luke Cage, where are you now, buddy? Alright. This is what it is, huh? Oh, I'm going to use one of those Indomitables to ready, too, because we may as well. Okay. Let's pay 2 for a Clea. Clea is going to thwart, most obviously. Black Cat is going to attack, most obviously. Spidey is also going to attack. Get 2 more onto that suit. We're going to throw both of these onto Spider-Man and throw away our enhanced spider senses. And that will be our turn. Drawing 4. He's going to get a threat. He is going to attack us for 7 plus a boost. We are definitely going to defend. 7, 8, 9. So we're taking 6. We're taking 5. And his armored vest is now gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can Indomitable to ready. We can electrostatic armor to ping him for 1. Charge goes away. Hands to Ivory Horn, not so much. Alright, here's our encounter card. It's going to heal Rhino back to full. How convenient, back to 15. It's like nothing has happened in this game. Our go again. We've got 3 resources out here, thankfully. So we can use those resources to play Mockingbird, who's going to stun Rhino. We're at our ally limit now, so Clea can probably go away. Those 2 are going to thwart. Clea will trigger her ability to shuffle her back into the deck. We do have enough money to swinging web kick using that guy, so we'll do it. Black Cat and Pete will also hit. Oh, I forgot to add my life from Honorary Avenger. I'm going to take that before I forget. And we're going to flip down. We're going to flip down dangerously here. All right. One threat's going in the main scheme. He is going to scheme for 1 plus 0. That's great. And his card is hopefully not advanced. No, it is Fear of Kang. So, good news for us. It's our go. We're going to use our ability to play Aunt May, and she's going to feed us some cookies because we definitely need those cookies right now. They look delicious. We're going to flip and use our Spider Tracer to play an Indomitable. We're going to use 2 of our resources to play Clea, and 1 of our resources to play Endurance, giving us even more health. So all those resources can go away. I think we're down to Clown now. We're going to go to face here. So Black Cat for 1, Spidey for 2. Mockingbird and Cleo will thwart just to not flip him 1 more phase yet. Actually, you know what? Cleo will do damage instead of thwarting. So he will flip. Because let's get this ability over with. He's going to get toughness. And we are going to get stunned. And that's okay. All right, readying all our favorite characters up here. We are drawing 4 cards. That is going to deck us out. We haven't seen Kang yet, I don't think. Or did we see him really early this game? I can't remember. We've not seen Kang yet, so this obligation could be fairly annoying here. And he is back up at 16 health. And away we go. 1 threat. He doesn't attack us because he's stunned, thank goodness. And we get 2 encounter cards. The first one is a charge. It's bad. The second one is a hazard scheme. So we have got to kill this guy fast now. We've got a swinging web kick in hand, so we can hit for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 this turn. That feels pretty good. I think we go for it. 1, 2, 3. We'll swinging web kick for 8. 1, 2, 3. Mockingbird will take Clea's damage and she'll get shuffled in, hopefully to come back next turn. Spidey's going to hit for 2, and bingo bango, that's where we are. Alright, we have the chance to kill him in this villain phase, so we'll see. Oh, no, Spidey's 2 was removing his stun before he did the swinging web kick. Rewind. Okay. Drawing our 4 cards. We did not get a new swinging web kick, so it could be harder to kill him next turn. He's going to get a threat. He's going to attack us for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to have to defend. Okay. We're defending. Oh, and he had tough on him too, so I guess Black Cat hit tough off. Wow, I am just missing status conditions left and right. 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we don't have to defend because we have backflip. So we'll draw a card. Whatever his boost is, we're going to backflip out of it. Thank goodness it's one of those Kang cards. We get 2 hazards here. First one is an Insight 1 Surge, Time Displaced Soldier. That could be game-changing and killer right there. I forgot about that card. Next is a Shocker, who's going to deal damage to us. We are just going to reflect that damage onto Rhino. Oh, and his charge discarded earlier, so that's great. Third is Kang himself with Toughness and Villainous. So, yeah, we got to go to face this turn. We've only got 4 damage on the board, but I think we could still sneak by with a win. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put an Indomitable down in case we need it. We're going to put a Web Shooter down. We're going to attack, attack, attack for 4 damage. Putting him down to 1. That's going to be our whole turn. We are going to discard this and draw 5 cards. We got to preempt it if we really need it, so we should be good to go. Mockingbird is dead. That was her 3rd damage. And he gets a threat. He is going to attack us for a whopping 5. We will defend, because we can kill him with electrostatic armor, assuming he doesn't get tough from this defense somehow. He does not. We can also kill him with a preemptive strike, which seems pretty fun. We'll cancel this boost card. Hitting Rhino for 2. Bingo bango. We did it. Spider-Man protection against Rhino. Got a victory. So moving on to another Spider-Man aspect next. Alright, continuing our 4-game Spider-Man playthrough. This time we are Spider-Man Justice going up against Crossbones, and we have used 3 random encounter sets, so I don't know what they are at all. I did pull experimental weapons out here because that's part of his inherent set, so I made sure when I spawned my random one that I did not include experimental weapons in the randomization. So, here we go. First thing we're going to do is reveal a weapon. Awesome, just what we didn't want. Let's draw 6 cards here and see what we got. This is the wrong deck. Hold on, that does not look like a Justice deck to you guys. Does it look like one to me? I don't think so. Hero Builder 88600. 88600. Still loaded my protection deck from last game. Here we go. We already put our obligation in. Pete's going to go over here real big so I don't forget what form he's in. And I'm so greedy I take up 2 playmat spots. Alright, this looks more like Justice. So that's good. So this deck has almost all mental resources to make Black Cat as efficient as possible. We're going to see how that works out for us here against Crossbones. So I'm going to use Peter's ability to create a web shooter. That's going to help us get rid of those experimental weapons. That is not a web shooter. That is a swinging web kick. I should do some mulliganing. Let's get rid of one of those and draw a card. Okay. So we are going to use Peter's resource to create a web shooter. We are going to flip to hero form, and we're going to try to get rid of this thing. So we need to spend a wild, a mental, and a lightning. There's no minions out there, so those 2 cards are kind of expendable. We'll use this as a physical. By doing that, we can get rid of the exosuit, which just helps us in general. Oh, we need to find his machine gun too. So we're going to be taking some indirect damage to face here. This is pretty abnormal for me. Justice is one of the aspects I play the least of, so we're going to see how this goes. I am going to use Assess the Situation to increase my hand size by 1, and I'll hold on to the other 2 cards. We are going to attack for 2, start punching away, and drawing 4 because of Assess the Situation. So, Crossbones, what you going to do here, bud? You're going to get 1 threat. You are going to attack us. Before you attack us, your machine gun goes off, and we take, oh, there's our first set. Chitauri Soldiers. So we have Temporal in there. We're going to take 1 indirect. And then you're going to attack us for 3 plus something. I draw a card from Spidey Senses. So I'm going to get to huge hands with these Assess the Situations here. I'm just going to take this one for 2, 3, 4. From the Crossbones set that one is. So no new knowledge yet. And we get 1 card here as well. Oh, bummer. So he is going to scheme for 2. Masters of Evil is in there, giving himself yet another experimental weapon completely out of our control because we do not have a cancel in our hand. This one does start at 1, so that's nice for our Clear the Area ability over here that we were really hoping to trigger. Alright, he's got Retaliate 1. What a bugger. First things first, let's pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Nick Fury, who's going to draw us 3 cards. Let's pay 3 for Mockingbird, who's going to jump in here and stun Crossbones. Mockingbird is actually really important to our strategy because Mockingbird is a spy, and we have espionage in this deck because almost all of our allies are spies. We have Nick Fury, we have Mockingbird, we have Coulson. I don't think Quake has a spy trait, but I wish she did. So we're going heavy on spies here. We are going to use 1 of these swinging web kicks to clear the area. That'll remove a threat and draw us a card. Surveillance Team. Oh, when I put that in, I thought it was under surveillance. Now I'm sad. I guess Spidey can use that help anyway. We're not going to be able to get rid of the Retaliate 1 yet, so I don't think these guys are... I guess Nick will attack at least, because he's going to die at the end of the turn anyway. but Mockingbird will chill. And we don't want to flip down, so we're going to stay in this form. I'm going to pitch Surveillance Team because that card sucks. Readying up. Okay, he's going to get a threat. He will not attack us because he's stunned. We get one encounter card, which is we have to search for a Masters of Evil minion. So we get to see what that third encounter set is. I'm just not going to look at it, and I'm going to search for Melter because he is the one you almost always want to take when you're taking a Masters of Evil minion. That means Nick Fury gets a little bit burnt there. We probably could have flipped down for scheming. Crossbones would have schemed for quite a bit, though, so maybe it's good that we didn't. All right. What are we going to do? Well, we have an espionage, so let's get that bad boy out there. It's going to make us want to flip down, although I don't know how many Surge cards Crossbones has. Well, he doesn't have Weapon Master and all that stuff in there. We got to get rid of this Melter guy. Mockingbird will thwart first. I guess we're just going to pay 3 for a web kick to get rid of Melter. And Spidey's, again, not going to attack because can't really afford to. We are going to flip down this turn. I think we need to. And heal up. All right, drawn 5, 6 cards. Perfect. So he's going to get a threat. He is going to scheme for 2. And we are stunned. Not tough. Stunned. We get 1 encounter card, which is one of those quick strike warriors. That's convenient. All right, well, we survived that. No surges, obviously, but we are going to use Pete's ability to play a second copy of Espionage. We are going to use these 2 to play Black Cat, who hopefully gets us some mental resources here. Genius. All right, that's a nice top deck. And we'll use Genius to play Quake. Or will we? We might use those to get rid of the energy shield. I think that's what we're going to do. Discard, discard. Get rid of this other weapon that we don't want to deal with. Spidey's going to clear stunned. We've got 2 damage we have to deal here, so Black Cat and Mockingbird can take care of it, and Bobby's still alive to soak an attack. Drawn 4 cards. Here's our second assess the situation. So, getting 1 threat in the main scheme. He is going to attack us. We are finally going to get to do this indirect damage thing again. For 1 indirect, sounds like it should go on Black Cat. The gun gets discarded, thankfully. 2 attack. We draw 1 from Spidey Senses. Mockingbird's going to just soak a bunch of damage for us, because we'd rather have her as a stun than as a digging for 1 every round kind of person. That was his attack. We do get 1 encounter card still. It's an advance. Man, every time this gets high, he gets an advance. So 2 + 1, whatever it is, it's enough to pop this scheme. He's going to get a 3rd stupid weapon. Good thing this isn't campaign mode, and this is going to start at 1 yet again. And the threat threshold's even lower this time. So I just, that is frustrating. Okay, well, it is what it is. We've got to get rid of that weapon. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just keep defending as Spider-Man at this point. First, let's assess the situation. Second, let's have Black Cat ping him for 1. We'll have Spidey thwart. Get that threat down. We'll play this Skilled Investigator, and then we're going to pay 1, 2, 3 for a web kick. 8 to face. Gets him in striking range here. And we will draw 6 because of assess the situation. So you have 1 damage on you, Black Cat. Don't forget. I didn't forget. You shouldn't forget either. All right, 1 threat onto the getaway. He is going to attack for 3 + something. We're definitely going to defend here. Let's draw a card. It does deck us out, so that kind of sucks. So 3, 4, 5. We're taking 2. We've got 2 cards to deal with. Hopefully neither of them are advance again. All right, master plan. We are looking for a side scheme. We've discarded a couple already, so I'm concerned that there might not be many left, and it appears that my concerns are valid. Anybody? Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. Time portal. That will not give us an extra card this turn because we've already counted our hazard symbols. And full auto. Discard X cards to the top of the encounter deck where X is his attack. Take indirect damage for each. So we were discarding 3 cards and taking indirect damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 indirect damage. And Black Cat doesn't want to take any of that. Let's remind ourselves how much health there is there. 16. So we've got to do 17 damage to get rid of Crossbones here. Youch. That's going to be rough. Let's see what we could do. Let's assess the situation. That's when we switch forms. That won't help us right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 for a War Machine with Tough. We're just going to expend his Tough right away and get rid of this side scheme. That will let us draw a card with Skilled Investigator. And it's a backflip. That's really good to know. Black Cat ping for 1. What do you think? Get that 4th experimental weapon out there. I think we need a lightning bolt resource to get rid of it. So I don't know if it's worth pinging him yet. Decisions are hard here. We're going to get rid of Webbed Up. I think we're just going to sit for a turn. Sorry, Black Cat. We're wasting you a little bit. Drawing 4 cards because of that assess the situation. So he's going to get a threat. He's going to swing for 3 plus something. We're just going to not defend because we have a backflip. 3, 4, 5. We'll backflip out of that. 1 encounter card, and it is our obligation because of course it is. Okay. Well, that happened. Let's create some web shooters. Spin your web, Spider-Man. Spin your web. We'll flip, playing 2 copies of Assess the Situation. We will use our web shooters to play Clear the Area, removing 2 threat, drawing us a card. We will use those 2 cards to play Quake. And it looks like we've got 5 damage sitting out here, so we're going to hit him and flip him. That is going to reveal this last experimental weapon, which did not need a lightning bolt resource. Should have done it last round when I had the money. He goes back up to 16. And then we hit him for 4 with those other 2 allies. So we're drawing 7 cards. We have yet to hit a search with these espionages. Quite a bummer. The advantage of random encounter sets, huh? Well, we have a Nick Fury, so we should be able to win and game this round if we can survive. He's going to get a threat. He's going to attack us for 3 plus something. Let's draw a card first. We have a backflip, so we're not going to defend. So we do become stunned, but we backflip out of the attack at least. Puts an acceleration token here, and this guy gets reshuffled because of that horrible, horrible master plan. We get to 1 card here. It is another attack, so we're going to draw a card. I don't really feel safe defending with him having 4 attack, so we're going to have Black Cat defend this one, actually. So 4, 5, 6. Good thing. We would have died. And it's our go. Let's clear stunned. Let's pay 1, 2, 3 for a web kick. Kapow! For 8. And if you've watched the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon with your kids like I have, you'll know that Nick Fury and Spider-Man have a very interesting relationship. But we're still going to play him here. Pop for 4. Crossbones down. 1 more aspect to go tonight, and then we'll have played Spider-Man on all 4 aspects, and we just got to make sure we knock out all the villains. Alright, we're back and ready for action. The randomizer really wants to give us hard scenarios today, and it has given us Claw. We do not know what the random encounter is, but Expert Claw against Spider-Man, Aggression, which is going to be really hard for threat management. Let's see how things go here. We are going to discard and look for our minion. Looks like we're facing Masters of Evil, so this is just the regular old Claw setup. Alright. I do like having Mockingbird and Press the Advantage in my opening hand. I like having Aunt May, so all these things are good. Let's use Pete to play Aunt May. Let's flip and pay 3 for Mockingbird, who will stun Claw. We will hit Claw with the press the advantage for 2, drawing us a card. And we're not going to play that because we don't have enough money. Let's thwart for 2 off of this defense network and see how things go. Draw 4 cards. Okay, some allies finally. Okay, he's going to get 2 threat. He is not going to attack us because stunned. Tiger Shark will attack us for 3. He's going to gain a tough status. We get 1 encounter card, which is Master Plan. Oh, gosh. You know what? We're going to... I promised that I was going to lose some of these games. This might be the one that it happens on. And I think at this point... I don't think we can afford to race him, but I don't know if we have much choice. I mean, this is just real gross. We're going to pay 4 for Nick Fury. Do not like throwing away 3 allies. Let me tell you that. And he's going to draw us 3 cards. We did include copies of To the Rescue for this reason. So we could remove 6 threat from something. We could get rid of Defense Network this turn. So maybe we do that. Gives us a chance to control that main scheme, although not a super great one. Spidey will thwart 1. Actually, he'll just punch for 2. Let's just start hitting and wailing away. Okay, this is looking pretty ugly here. Alright, alright. He's going to get 2 threat again. He is going to attack us with 2 boost cards, and Nick Fury is going to defend this guy. So, Nick Fury is toast. Toasty, toast, toast. Oh, and this is Claw 1, but it should be Claw 2. Tiger Shark attacks us for 3. He gains a tough, but he's already got a tough, so who cares? And we get 1 encounter card, which is Masters of Evil. Oh my goodness. Wowzers. Things could not be looking more grim. Well, we do have a Spider Tracer. Thank goodness for that. Let's get that out there on Melter. We're going to have Mockingbird hit Melter, and then Spidey with a Skilled Strike will finish him off. Let's just remove 3 threat from somewhere. Let's get rid of this Masters of Evil scheme. We are in trouble here, team. I don't know what we're gonna do, fam. We're gonna flip down. This is probably a mistake, but I don't know what else to do. We're gonna use Spidey's ability to play Hulk, and maybe we'll feed us some cookies, obviously. Draw on 6. He's gonna get 2 threat, which is gonna pop this scheme. We are gonna look for another minion. Great. Radioactive Man. No big deal. Nothing bad at all. What's going to happen here now? He is going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. Wow. 1 and 1. And we get an encounter card, which is yet another minion. This is disgusting. That's what this is. Okay, let's use Pete's ability and Honorary Avenger to play a Black Cat. She's going to discard 2 cards at the top of our deck. They're both Lightning Bolt resources. Super not helpful. Let's play a Martial Prowess. Let's have Aunt May heal us to full. We're going to flip, and Black Cat is going to ping Tough off of this one guy. Hulk is going to attack that guy for 3. Discard the top card of our deck. It is a fist, so he can hit someone else for 2. I think we'll pile that onto Radioactive Man. Take our indirect damage there. We've got to remove a threat, or we threat out, which is really bad. And that's going to be it. Let's discard 1 backflip, because we need thwarting cards. We did not get any. So 2 threat coming out. Claw is going to attack us. We'll draw a card. 2 boost cards. We will use backflip if we need to. So deal 1 damage to each hero. That's fine. He's got 4 attack coming at us. Yeah. We get hit for 3 from Tiger Shark, who gets a tough, and 1 from Radioactive Man, who makes us discard a card from our hand at random. Bummer, that was some of our actual damage. We get our encounter card, which is gonna kill us. Ugh. Well, we did not take down Claw with Spider-Man Aggression tonight. We'll try probably that matchup again in the future. Hopefully we won't get so overwhelmed so very quickly. But this is our goal of playing all the cards in 1 year. So we got 4 Spider-Man games knocked off today. We'll get those added to the Board Game Geek list below and put into the Superhuman Registration Act to record all of our statistics ever. Thanks for tuning in. We will try another hero with 4 games next time.